Hello YouTubers and welcome to Novus Talks with me, your host Novus Gorvius. And I decided, since I did a Metroid Other Realm video recently, it would be fitting time to look back on some of my older Metroid videos. Some of you may be aware that I used to have an older channel. It's still on YouTube. It's called Novus Gorvius, and that's where I get the name from. That's the name I used the intro for nearly all of my videos on this channel. I stopped using that channel back in 2017, I think, and I started using this one in about 2018, something like that. I decided it'd be fitting time to look back on my old Metroid videos because Metroid was one of the first things I ever talked about on YouTube, alongside Super Smash Bros. Brawl. And my first ever video of Metroid came out on the 22nd of June 2013, and it was about Metroid Other M. It was me describing all of the bosses in the game and how to defeat them, and it's going to be really cringeworthy because I was like 12 at the time I did this video, and I've never really done a reaction on YouTube to any of my videos before, so this is going to be a first time for me. I decided for me it'd be kind of a way of looking back and seeing where I've come in a way. This would have been right around the time I first discovered Metroid, and for some reason I felt the need to do this video more out of attention or some reason. I was in my friend's apartment at the time when I did this. But anyways, we're going to jump straight into it. Don't expect this to be anything quality. This is really cringeworthy, but I'm doing this just for the fun of it.
Hello YouTubers, I'm Jackie and today I'm going to be explaining how to defeat all the bosses in Metroid Other M. I'm not going to be explaining mini bosses, I'll only be explaining one mini boss, and that'll be those Desbratians. Well, I'll begin. Boss 1 is Grogmoss. To defeat him, aim at his eye. Adam will then authorize the use of missiles. Fire at his eye with
I don't
missiles.
even remember how
Then
I knew all these names. I don't even know these names right now, and I'm currently doing a playthrough of the game at the moment.
Eventually, a giant spider with an eye on its back will come out. Fire at it with a missile, and then that will kill
I can also keep looking to like the left and the right as well.
Him, aim at the red spots on his chest.
Why I did this in my friend's house,
and then lock onto them and fire.
I have no idea. I did it because
red dots will be on his head or
I never had internet for years, so whenever I was with my friend Henry, it was the only time I could upload videos. And it was that way for most of my time on YouTube, basically.
Freeze the mechanical arms on him. Then when the top of like bomb things come out of the top of him, aim at those.
You know what surprised me is I'm surprisingly confident even back then for
is Vorash. To defeat him
for YouTube. Like I was 12, but I'm doing this as if I'd already done it for a long time.
When he comes out the lava and shoots fireballs out of his mouth,
this was like my 6th or 7th YouTube video I uploaded at the time. So I guess I must have been used to being on camera at that point.
On his chest, and eventually
I don't know.
After a while, he'll start charging on land.
It's kind of hard for me, like, not to cringe when watching this, because even when I look back at some of my Minecraft videos from 5 years ago, even my voice isn't even.
To defeat Ridley,
it's broken, obviously, but it's not as deep as it is now, so it still sounds a bit closer to this than it does to what I'm like now. So even going back 5 years, it's kind of strange, because in my mind I sound like just how I do now, but obviously I didn't.
Shield, lock onto him and then load up your super missiles and then blast him. Then he'll be kind of stunned.
How much research did I have to do for this, I wonder? I feel like I have no memory of this. I have a vague memory of recording it, because I think I was looking up stuff about Metroid Prime 4 and Metroid Dread right before recording this.
To defeat him, aim at his face and lock on.
Like, I don't remember
when he lands on the platforms.
Why
get far away from him, then space jump over him. And keep aiming at his face, then you should
why I did this, like,
part 2 is easier. To defeat part 2, to defeat the Nightmare part 2, just do basically the same thing except use the gravity suit to help you. The next boss is
I feel like I've
probably
also
a boss
watched like
that I
YouTube
found
videos
tricky
on
and many
this,
other
loads of
people already
gameplays,
found
and then
tricky.
decided I want to do this
The boss
myself.
is the Queen Metroid. To defeat
It's,
her,
it's June of
freeze all the
2013, so
Metroids which are gone
I would have
after
had
charging up.
Metroid Other M a
Then,
few months.
then after that,
Then,
after exploding all of them, crystals will grow on her head. Lock onto them and
because I
explode
got
and
Metroid
seek
Other M
results.
while I was in
After,
school at the time.
eventually, she'll
This video
open
was
her
in
mouth.
June,
Use your
so
grapple beam, your climb in her
it would
mouth,
at least
and
be
then
like
when
a
you're
month or
inside
two
her stomach,
beforehand that I
hold 1 and let go to
had
unleash
Other
a
M.
power bomb which will finish her off. The next boss is Phantoon.
I'd
To defeat
already
Phantoon,
come across
you
this
keep
again a
shooting
few
at his
months
eye,
ago, so
but to
that's why
make
I'm
his
not
health bar
cringing
appear,
as much as I was
lock
then, but it's
onto his
still,
eye and use
obviously
a
for
seeker missile.
anyone who's
To dodge you
rewatching any of the
blue
old videos,
orb
it's still
things that come near you,
partially
just use this
cringy,
space jump
obviously.
move and do that for most of his attacks. To avoid his tentacle move, just go as far back from him as possible and keep
Fucking
locking onto him.
nerdy was I
Now you
to
don't
do
necessarily have
this
to lock
video.
onto him, you could just keep firing and with them just charge beams,
I'm
and
just gonna say
that's
to
all
you,
the
this is my
bosses. Thanks
first
for watching. Please
Metroid
subscribe.
video. This is what kept everything going. Oh, but that's it I think actually. That outro was really quick. I remember I didn't really have an outro. Even with this channel, anytime on YouTube, I never really thought about my intros or outros. I just kind of made them up and went along with them as I went, and they kind of stuck. But yeah, as I was saying toward the end, it's weird that was my first ever Metroid video. That was the catalyst for everything I'm doing now. I will, if for some reason there's some of you who actually want to go on my old channel and find this video or find my other Metroid videos, I will link this in the description for some reason. I'll do reactions to other of my old videos, maybe other Metroid videos or other non-Metroid videos, if you guys are interested. If not, then not really much of a point. But a lot of my older Metroid videos I was recording on a laptop mic, and the audio was non-existent basically. It was just background static, and it was really just loud ear rape for like a 4-minute video. So I don't know if I'm going to react to a lot of those or any of them, but if you guys want me to, then why not? I just want to look back on this because since Metroid Other M is 10 years old, it was fitting to look back, and especially since I'm playing the game at the moment, it seemed like the perfect time to look back and see where I'd come as a YouTuber. After that, I'd done a few other Metroid videos over the following weeks and months. I started a series that I called New Metroid Info, where I used to always just Google stuff, basically the same as right now. And I would just look for any information on the latest game. At the time it was rumours about Prime 4, Metroid Dread, this kind of stuff. And that concluded with the release of Metroid Prime Federation Force, which was weird for me because, you know, the first 4 years of that, there was no Metroid game, so I was just doing it based on rumours, and then suddenly the game came out, and the bulk of my videos on the channel had come to an end, so I needed something else to fill in that gap. And I did a few videos here and there on Metroid, but it was mostly Transformers from that point on. And then it was around the start of 2017, I started a new series about Metroid Prime 4. I have this in a playlist on this channel actually. It's called The Road to Metroid Switch. I did about 10, 11 episodes on my old channel, and when I moved over to this channel, I was going to continue on and use the name, but I just dropped the name for the video because it's easier to find the video. And I'm still trying to get used to, even though I've been doing YouTube for like 6 years now, still getting used to the whole messing around with the algorithm, trying to make my content easy to find basically. And obviously no one is going to be searching the words The Road to Metroid Switch, so I decided it'd be better to drop the name. Even though I like the idea of carrying on the name and having it be this long series that was a successor to my old Metroid series in a way, but that's why I have a playlist of it, and that's why I have all my Metroid videos on this channel in the playlist with that, because I still consider it all the one thing, because that's where it originated from. I started at, I think, at the time of when the rumors about retro studios and prime rib was a thing. We had no idea what that was. Still don't actually, but I think that was when I did the first episode, something like that. But I remember it, and those were fun times. You might be wondering how the hell I came up with the title The Road to Metroid Switch. Basically, it came off of a YouTube series I watched called The Road to TF5, which was about Transformers 5. So I decided to do the same thing with Metroid, because I'd already done it with new Metroid info, so why not do it with my series for the Switch? Which kind of felt ironic in a way, because new Metroid info was about the 3DS, and then we got a Switch game then, so it was ironic that I changed the Switch right after we got a game for the 3DS. It's kind of funny that it went that way, but I remember I was going to change the name around E3 2017 when Samus Returns was announced, because I was like, okay, that's not a Switch game, and I'm still going to have to talk about that, so am I going to have to make a third series about the 3DS, or how am I going to do it? I know you guys don't care about any of this, but I'm just trying to set out there as a little trivia, a little background information for you guys. But yeah, that's enough about me anyway. Let me know down in the comment section below if you want to see more of me reacting to my old videos for some reason, or just general stuff you'd like me to react to. Feel free to link anything down in the comment section below. So yeah, with that all said, thank you all for watching, and please subscribe. Novus Corvus out.